Hello, I'm Rob Clementi, the Chief Executive of TEN, the Education Network. Hayley Mitchell from Cooper Grace Ward in Brisbane joins us in this edition of Law Bites. Hayley recently presented a webinar on the High Court decision in Hill and Zuda, which ended the controversy over binding nominations in self-managed super funds. Hayley, thanks so much for joining us. Just what was the issue in this case and how did the High Court resolve it?
So the question the High Court was looking at Hill and Zuda was whether the provisions in the SIS legislation, specifically Section 55 and 31, apply to self-managed super funds. Those provisions set out the requirements in which a member or a trustee of a fund can accept a binding nomination. The common rules that are in issue are whether you have a 3-year lapsing nomination and the requirements for it to be in writing and witnessed by 2 independent witnesses, for example. The High Court definitively answered that no, those provisions do not apply to self-managed super funds. They only relate to your retail and industry super funds.
So does this mean, Hayley, that members of all SMSFs can now make non-lapsing binding nominations without further inquiry?
No. What they need to do is check the terms of their trust deed. So yes, a member has the potential to make a non-lapsing binding nomination for their self-managed super fund, but it needs to be provided for under the terms of their trust deed. So first they need to undertake a review to check first, what does the trust deed allow in terms of a binding nomination? Does it import the provisions of the SIS legislation, for example? Because even though we've got the decision in Hill and Zuda, if the trust deed imports the SIS legislation, well, you've incorporated those rules into the trust deed itself, so they must be followed. So that review is very important before they go ahead and make any new binding nominations.
Hayley, thank you very much. If you want to know more about this subject, you can purchase a recorded version of this webinar by going to our website at tved.net.au. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening.